Welcome to the Let's Slow Down Summer Series. I'm your host, Anne Marie, and I'm here to help you surrender to summer with short weekly episodes that focus on adding simplicity and ease to your life. As a young podcast, it helps if listeners like you submit reviews and share the show. So please pass this along to a friend and share it on Instagram. Don't forget to tag Let's Slow Down 2023. I hope that you enjoy this episode based on decluttering. I had a lot of fun talking about how it's making a difference in my life. So I'm coming to you this morning while I drink my cup of coffee. It's actually the day before the podcast will be released. So as you're listening, it's Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. I developed this shorter episode format for the podcast over the summer so that we can all embrace simplicity and just having a little bit less this summer and just enjoying the beauty of the season to be free and light, soak up the sun. So it's hard to believe. I feel like July 18th is sort of a halfway point to our summer. And it's going quick, as it always does. I want to talk to you today a little bit about what I did over the weekend because it had a profound effect on me. I'm actually shocked at how great this changed how I feel, changed my mindset, made me feel lighter. So Friday morning, I woke up and I'd had some things that had been kind of weighing me down for quite a while. And I'm talking about literal things in my home, such as the china that I got for my wedding, when I was 24 years old and registering for my bridal shower. So excited to start my new life with my husband, move into our first home. My mother-in-law, love them to death. They wanted what was best for me, but they both said, you have to register for china. You're going to use it one day. And at the time I'm thinking, I can't really picture myself using these fancy dishes, but okay. I don't know. I'm only 24. Didn't want to have any regrets. So fast forward, my husband and I recently celebrated our 18th wedding anniversary. And I think I can count on one hand how many times we've used our china. It makes me feel a lot of things. Resentful, kind of guilty. I feel bad that people that I love, friends and family, bought this for me, this expensive fine china, and I don't use it. And so there was just a lot of emotions attached to these dishes. And as I'm saying this out loud right now to you, it sounds silly, but that was the case. So we've been married 18 years. Our regular dishes that we use all the time are pretty much shot at this point. There's lots of chips, they're old, and I felt like it was time to replace them. So I was thinking of buying new, and then I realized that that does not really fall in line with how I live these days as a more minimal person. I'm trying to be really conscious of the environment and not just consuming things for the sake of, just because I want to buy something new. So it didn't make sense to me to spend money and resources on new dishes when I had perfectly good dishes sitting in a china cabinet in my dining room. As a side note, that china cabinet was tall and I had, crystal glasses and all these dishes in there. And it was in kind of against a wall that was a main pathway through our home. We walk by it all the time, and I'm constantly telling the kids, don't run there, because I could hear everything kind of jingling and rattling, and I was afraid that, something was going to break. So it's a bit of a nuisance, but it was the only spot that it really fit in the room. So anyway, I decided, you know what, we're going to use the china because I don't think I should have something in my home. I don't want to have something in my home that I don't use. So let's use the china. So I got to work. I got rid of, I'm going to be donating all of the everyday dishes that I had that were kind of worn. And I took all the china out of the china cabinet, put it in our regular cabinets in the kitchen, and we are using them. We are eating and drinking with china every day. I'm not sure how practical this is long term, but we will see. We do have a little metal rim, beautiful, beautiful dishes with metal rims, and learned the hard way that they cannot go in the microwave. So again, we'll see how practical this is, but we're going to learn to just not do that with those. and see how it goes. So, why did I spend a couple of minutes talking about dishes? Because it's really not about the dishes. It was about having a lot of somethings that were taking up space and took a lot of money to acquire. It was about having that in my home and not using it and walking past it every day. So having that, subconscious reminder that this stuff was in my home and it bothered me. So in one morning, I changed it. I'm going to be selling the china cabinet. There is no use for us anymore. It's out of our home. It's in the garage. The dishes are away. And guys, it feels really good. I think that I was definitely harboring some kind of unsettled emotions with all of this stuff. And it might sound silly, but it really had been weighing me down. So, this act of decluttering this weekend has left me feeling really great, lighter. I just feel like the room feels so much bigger and open without that in there anymore. So, we can just enjoy our space more, enjoy our home more. So, along with that, I am going to be doing some more decluttering and I'll share some of these things as I go if I get such a profound effect again. But I was thinking about how having this extra space in my home makes me feel and how that can lead, have a ripple effect and lead to other things. So if I feel freer and lighter and I don't no longer have this resentment towards this stuff that I didn't even realize I was walking around with, how can that change my life moving forward? I'm starting a new week. I feel refreshed. I just feel good. So it was a very positive change. And I think it's falling right in line with what my values are of living more simply and living more minimally and just having things around me that matter. Even WebMD says that decluttering your environment is an easy way to reduce stress. It can benefit your mental health by making you feel calmer, happier, and more in control. And I do believe that that was the case for me 100%. And here's the thing, guys, feeling calmer, feeling happier, feeling complete, whole, that's already in us. It's not something that we can find in a room or, on Amazon or anything like that. It's already within us. However, we are distracted. We are often distracted by the clutter, by the busyness, by all of these outside things that hit us every single day. So by removing this distraction, it just helped me more easily feel and find that wholeness that's already in me. So think about that a little bit. Maybe this will resonate with some of you. Maybe you have something that's been bugging you. When I tell you that this china cabinet thing has been on my mind for years and I was kind of like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. I was totally procrastinating. And along those lines, on postconsumers.com, Christine Scalise has a quote that says, "Clutter is the physical manifestation of unmade decisions fueled by procrastination." And when I read that, I was like, yep, bingo, that was me to a T. So I just leave you with these thoughts today. Maybe there's something that's been weighing on your mind. It is summer. Maybe you have a little bit of free time you can find somewhere to finally tackle whatever it is that has been weighing you down, whether you realize it or not. I highly encourage it. Just do it. It'll make you feel really good. And I'll leave you today with one more quote from tidying guru Marie Kondo. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of her. She says, "Tidying is the act of confronting yourself." Think about that for a few minutes. And I hope you can enjoy a peaceful, calm, beautiful summer day. Thank you for joining me for this episode of our Summer Short series. Wishing you a summer full of simplicity and ease and everything amazing.